My name is Elijah Horland. I'm one of the Mythbusters from the Discovery TV show Mythbusters Jr., and I'm bringing Maker Faire back to New York City. As the executive producer of the new Coney Island Maker Faire, I'm thrilled to announce our dates of October 6th through October 8th of 2023 for a festival of science, technology, innovation, and the general I can do it spirit. Now, what is a Maker Faire, for those not in the know?
They take science and technology and art and put it all together, shake it up with a lot of enthusiasm, and then you get Maker Faire.
Let's make a really big mess!
By 2018, it had grown to a party for 60,000 of my closest friends at the World's Fairground in Queens.
We love Maker Faire!
I love Maker Faire!
Maker Faire has come back to life as a multinational franchise of giant science, technology, engineering, art, and math conventions for all age groups. Local festivals have sprung up from Rome, the one in Italy, to Rochester, the one in upstate New York. We're bringing Maker Faire back to New York City, but we're changing one important detail. We feel that it's time to revive Maker Faire in the tradition of a grand, historical Coney Island event. To bring a world-class festival such as the Maker Faire back to life is no small task. Coney Island is no small place, and we're ready to fill any and all venues the area has to offer with known, ready, and tested content. We have the individual makers of New York City, we have the New York City schools and private STEM/STEAM outreach, we have the grand scale of the working engineers of the parks, subways, and water tunnels. Right now, our city has more makers, engineers, and do-it-yourself enthusiasts than ever. To see the popularity of similar events for the hobby, professional, and educational markets at this time of year, you need go no further than any event listing service such as Eventbrite. There are over 160 events listed for New York City in the last 10 days of October 2022. Although there is a proliferation of neighborhood-level STEM events in the calendar, and a fluorescence of demographic segments served, none of these events has the wider appeal or broader entertainment value that a Maker Faire brings. One of our main areas of focus is finding DIY enthusiasts who began their hobbies in the confines of the pandemic and are ready to share their proficiencies. The working engineers of New York City, and specifically those who work around Coney Island, are another main focus of our event. Maker Faire needs Coney Island. There's few other places on this planet with similar capacity, accessibility, transit, food, sanitation, security, and emergency services. It's also true that Coney Island needs Maker Faire. Our venues have been home to innovation and automation since the dawn of the modern entertainment industry. We are the historical home of America's love of amusement parks, and we are intertwined with the history of electric, automotive, medical, and media innovation. With our Mermaid Parade, our hot dog eating contest, and our other yearly events, Coney Island has proven again and again that we are ready for content on the world's stage. And Maker Faire is ready to deliver a spectacle on the scale that Coney Island deserves. I'm a sixth-generation child of a Coney Island family, with roots in Midwood, Asbury Park, and Greenwich Village. My family archives include photographic records of visits to the beach at Coney from 1906. My first visit to Coney Island was on June 4th, 2005, and I was just 4 months old. From then on, I've missed only a handful of the fireworks Fridays. Coney Island is clearly in my DNA, and Maker Faire is my personal mission. Inspired by the great works of our parks, I've always been a tinkerer, but I became a maker in 2015 with the intent of launching a small computer into space. In 2016, I volunteered to work for the Maker Faire in Queens, and I was given the role of street team. I went all around New York City, postering, leafleting, and just raising awareness for the fair. In 2017, I returned for more volunteer work in marketing and outreach, and by 2018, I had been chosen to join TV's Mythbusters on the Discovery Channel for the show Mythbusters Jr., and had come back to the New York Maker Faire as the year's headline panel.
Alright, it's actually, do we also get free ice cream?
Hey, that's a good question. Do we get free ice cream?
In 2019, I finished the project I started. I sent a balloon into near-Earth orbit over Ithaca, New York, for my last Maker Faire appearance in San Francisco. It was spring, and this was my last flagship Maker Faire held by the original hosts. My project wound up on local news in Pennsylvania when my balloon landed off course and was found by a local group of science students.
An ultimate fail up.
They found the box. They actually did. They did the thing.
That summer, the owner of Make, the parent company of Maker Faire, Dale Daughtry, invited me to a meeting. He asked a group of New York makers to find places to bring back Maker Faire in our own communities. That night was one of the first fireworks Fridays of the year, and walking back to Nathan's from the beach after the fireworks show, it occurred to me what I needed to do. This began a series of meetings with everyone from Coney Island Alliance to the family at Dino's Wonder Wheel Park. I found support from Coney Island USA and from Luna Park. The case for a Maker Faire at Coney Island is one of the easiest arguments I've ever needed to make. To make the case for me being the right person to bring this to life has been fun too. So far the idea feels right, and so does the moment. I intend to bring a world-class, yearly science event to Coney Island to rival or even surpass the World's Fair of the past, and I hope to do it with your help.